I wrote about true story, and in most cases I could only write about fictions. This book has the author with the wrong information about the Azande. I really say I take full responsibility and I nullify it because of the wrong information about the Azande. This is the author talking, Biar John.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Azande Pictures on JUNUB Youth Forum. My name is Alfred Zebruna. Today here in the studio we have a very special guest who will be introducing himself to us and possibly tell us his name, what he does. You're most welcome to Azande Pictures.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Alfred.
Yes.
I'm Biar John, a South Sudanese, a young South Sudanese, and also an author at the same time. Okay. I'm the author of the book Culture First, an inside look into the lives of South Sudanese.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This book has raised the concern, especially among the Azande people, because there is a page that specifically talks about the Azande people in that book. It has raised the concerns. We have a kingdom that oversees the culture of the Azande people under the leadership of His Royal Majesty King Atoroba Penelikito. When this book came out, the kingdom had no idea about the production of this book, and also the Azande people didn't have ideas. What came over you to come up with this book?
Okay, first of all, I want to really appreciate the Azande people and everyone who was able to reach me out today. I was so happy getting critics with what I write. First of all, this book is talking about the South Sudanese culture, and there are a lot of the things that really motivated me to write this book. First of all, I'm a South Sudanese who was born in Kajukeji in Central Equatoria, but raised in Uganda. I came to Uganda when I was 3 years. And when I came here, I was not alone. I got so many South Sudanese who were here. And I realized that most of them are not so well versed with our culture. So this is where the first idea of writing about the South Sudanese culture came. I really wanted to educate the people. I wasn't so biased on writing about the Dinka, where I'm from. I wanted to really touch every culture. So I went much on the 64 tribes. And here in page 28, 29, I wrote something about Azande. And the people of the Azande kingdom were not really happy with it through the calls I got. And the main reason why I really wrote this book was to educate people. So the information I wrote, it wasn't okay with the people of Azande. And I really, first of all, I want to apologize for it. It may not be okay with them. And I didn't mean to write something wrong about the culture. Maybe what I wrote, first of all, I didn't know the right source to get the information of the Azande, because my cycle was majorly with people who are here, because this is where I grew up. So my cycle was around here, and the different people who gave me the information, that was not okay with them. And the Azande people are saying it is the wrong. I take the full responsibility of it as the author. And this book, I printed 150 copies. The 150 copies that I printed, around 120 have sold out and 30 are there. All that 120 that have sold out, I know the people who have them, and I will really rectify what is needed, whether to remove the page, and I visit the Azande kingdom to get the information they really need to be written in the book, and I am able also to write what they really want. The only challenge that affected me was the information that I got from the wrong sources.
That is very good that you are acknowledging the mistake you did. You see, if you look at cultures, it's a very, very crucial matter that needs to be, it's a sensitive issue, especially when you want to talk about people, a background, a denominational background where you are not from. It's always good to seek for support. You are supposed to get the right people. Remember, students who come here, some of them were born here. Some of these colleagues of yours, others were born here, others came when they are very little, others came when they are actually at tender ages, whereby they even do not have clear ideas about their own cultures. You know, if you come out, you know, when you play with the culture, it's like you are trying to launch something that will be tribal. Remember, if the Azande people comes up and say you wrote wrong information about us and you've solved it, you see, if these things goes to blogs, people will take these things serious because it is a full book.
Yes.
When I look at this book of yours, it looks professional on the body. When someone sees it, you can sell it across the whole world, but carrying any information which is not correct. I don't know how many cultures you have touched in your book, despite the Azande culture.
Okay, on this book, it was about the 64 tribes of South Sudanese. I've written all the 64 tribes, I've written their names, and some I've written the way of life, how they live. Whereby I was able to get much information is where I wrote much about it. Like the Dinka, where I come from, I wrote so much about it. Probably half of the book is about the Dinka, and a quarter may be about the Nuer people, because that's where I really know much, and I have many friends where I can get. So it was all about the 64, because I'm a South Sudanese and I always want to educate the South Sudanese. I'm not a tribalistic man. I was born in Kachikeji, which is Central Equatoria, but I'm from Bor. So me being born there shows that I'm a South Sudanese and I belong to everyone in South Sudan.
I like that statement where you said you are not a tribalistic man. Yeah. You see, the Azande people are very peaceful people. If you are to go to the history of the Azande people, we are very peaceful people that we don't want issues to do with tribalism. We do not actually promote tribalism even in our state. The Azande people are people, unless you touch a button which is wrong in their community, that's when you get the bad side of them. The only concern that they have raised is having the information which is not correct. And they were calling upon you to make a public statement to them and probably assure them of how you are going to electrify this problem and make sure that it is amended.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alfred. The Azande people, I, being someone who doesn't believe in tribalism and who have lived in a liberal societies, whereby I have friends from Azande, I have friends from all different cultures. I've never thought of hurting one side, and I've never thought of doing anything. So the only assurance I can give you people, this book was supposed to be published online next month, which is October. I'm going to talk to the publishers today, and they're not going to really put this book online. And then all the 120 that have gone to different people, I'm going to reach them out today, and I tell them to remove that page 29 and 30, which is talking about the Azande. And I'm also looking forward to go to your kingdom to get the right information that you people really want to be written. That is the assurance I can say.
That is very, very good of you.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to visit there. And the second edition of this book is coming next year. And that second edition, I will really share it with all the Azande people to get it. And it will contain all the necessary information about the Azande.
Actually, the right statement you would make is this first edition is again going to be reworked on.
Yes.
To make sure that the information, we are not refusing our culture to be sold out, because when this book goes out and people are reading, they get to know that the Azande people exist in South Sudan. And you are writing about the 64 tribes. We don't refuse being, the Azande people are not refusing to be in the book. Yes. The only thing they want is you to have a very correct information that you're going to put in this book. And for you to get this information, there are people that you need to consult.
Yes. Okay, I will really do the needful. I have the number. I think my number was shared in the group.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, and I was so happy that many people called me today, and I was able to answer them, and I talked to them. I got one of the numbers from Canada, Alberta. Someone called from Alberta, and he was able to tell me that if you want information about us, you go and consult the king, and they give you different people to do research about what you want. Exactly. And that is the step I'm going to do. this edition with the wrong information will be nullified.
Thank you so much.
And the right edition will really come. And when the right edition comes, this is a media house. I know the president of South Sudanese Student Union is Azande. She's my good friend. I have Moses. I have the person in charge of education here. And I also have Professor Dr. Fuguyo. He's also from Azande. So those are my good friends. And that one, me having all those good friends shows that I really love your community.
Thank you.
That is something that was just a mistake, maybe a slip of tongue that has happened. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. And when I just got a call today 1 hour ago, and I had to come to the media house to come and talk. Because this is my book. I'm still a young man, not married. Maybe I will marry from Azande.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
You become our
and I become one of your in-laws. So yes. I didn't mean to do anything. I really take full responsibility of that. And I really want to apologize to the Azande people. And I look forward to write the best information about the Azande, such that the whole of South Sudanese are able to know.
Thank you very much. This was not a very long interview. We just wanted a clarification on the book, and also to advise you that the next time you want to do something of this nature, to get a clear information. Remember when the British came and colonized South Sudan, when you go to the blogs they made over 100 years ago, you find that the informations that are in this thing are not totally true. Some of them are true, some of them are wrong, but the whole world thinks that the Azande people are like that because the information is published.
Yes, yes.
Have you published this book anywhere on the internet?
No, it is not on the internet. This book was supposed to be published online next month, October, at Amazon. But if you check this book on Amazon, you will never get it. I can rectify that. And I'm going to nullify it because it is having information which some group of people are not happy, like Azande. And all the other pages, I will really inform all the people who have the books, because the first thing is making the wrong information to circulate is what we don't want.
Exactly.
So the book, I'm not going to put it online again. Tomorrow, I'm meeting the publishing house, and I can still take a video and I share with you people that it is not going to happen again.
That's actually the step you are going to take is a saving step.
Yes.
Because the Azande people have a full right to hold you accountable for this information.
Yes.
You can actually be arrested for this information.
Yes, yes.
Because we have a full Royal Majesty who can stand up and write an administration letter, administrative letter citing that you are tarnishing the image of our culture, and it is very dangerous.
Yes, yes.
So it is better you make sure that this book is. We will give you contacts of people that you can consult to get the right information.
Yes,
because also speaking to the king directly is not just a piece of cake where you just move and you speak to the king.
Yes, yes.
There are people you are supposed to meet first. They go through your issues. They look at how important it is for you to meet the king or for your information to reach His Royal Majesty. So I thank you so much for coming. I would like you to speak, to make an assurance, the last assurance to the Azande people that this book is nullified by yourself, the author, and also the publishing house where you are producing these books.
It's okay. As I said before, I'm the author of this book, and this is my first cultural book to write. I used to write fictions and then motivational books. This is the first book I wrote about true story, and in most cases I could only write about fictions. This book, as the author, with the wrong information about the Azande, I really say I take full responsibility and I nullify it because of the wrong information about the Azande. This is the author talking, Biar John, the author of this book. So that is what I can say, and I can really assure the Azande people. Azande people are really great people. I've met so many people and how they do things. I've seen how the Dingabor people rear cattle at your home and how you are able to host them. It shows how good your people are. And I really say that the Azande people, the way they reach out to me today, that's why I was able to turn up, because I knew that the right people and they do things in a formal way, which I really respect. That's why when I just got a call in 1 hour, I had to come to the Azande pictures, because I really know what it means and how they feel about what I've done.
Let me have a look at this book. You are Mr. Biar John.
Yes.
Culture First, an insight look into the lives of South Sudanese. The Azande people, this book was written by Biar John, who is here with us in the studio. And he has clarified and accepted the mistake that was done because he collected information from a source which was not true. He collected information from young people in Kampala without consulting with the administration, the people in the administration of our kingdom. And he has said the pages that have the wrong information will be worked on. It will be electrified. It will be worked upon before the book gets published. Thank you so much for coming to Azande Pictures.
It's okay. Before we, I'll be waiting for different calls from your people in case of anything. And when you need me, I will always be there. That is what I can relay. There's no day when Azande people call me and then I don't turn up because they are my people. I'm a South Sudanese. I'm their child. And I really support them. I admire so many people from the Azande people, most especially Bakasoro, one of the people who was always straightforward, and I've always admired his way of doing things. I've also admired Jermaine Nunukumba, the Speaker of Legislative Assembly. Those are the great people, and more people that I've always gotten to know. Dr. Fuguyo Namaku, who is also our president. So they are great people, and I look forward to always increase my cycle of the Azande people, to have so many friends, to have so many people in touch. And we put the right thing about these people such that the right information is known about them. That is what I can say. I can say I'm proud of them. I'm so happy for making me, for them making me rich here. So that is what I can say, yeah.
Thank you very much, John, for coming. This is Azande Pictures. We have this program you are in is called JUNUB Youth Forum, where we discuss crucial matters that pertain to the people of South Sudan and different cultures on the African continent. Keep on watching Azande Pictures, and if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure you tap on that red button so that whatever information we upload here will always come to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.